Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaja's message is your advantage. Come join us as His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj reads from the new Sri Krishna Caitanya Book on January 30th, 2019 in Chennai, India.
Pangulang Ayategaram Yachivajamahan Mande Srigaram Nildaram Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Isram Hari Om Tat Sat Hare Bo Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Gauranga Nityananda Nityago Hariva 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 Today we had physical therapy.
So today we had physical therapy
And also voice therapy.
and also voice therapy.
And we had after prasadam and rest, we went cycling.
And after prasadam we had rest and then we went for cycling.
And I did 648 cycles.
And I did 648 cycles.
That's 6 times 108.
That's 6 times 108.
Then we had a meeting with the senior devotees of South India.
Then we had meeting with the senior devotees of South India.
And then I had some dinner prasad.
And then I had some dinner prasadam.
Now we're having a class.
And now we are having the class.
নগর ভ্রমণরত নিত্যানন্দের মহাপ্রভুর লীলা হৃদগোচর ও শ্রীবাস গৃহে গমন পরম আনন্দে প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ রায় পর্যটন সুখে ভ্রমে সর্ব নদিয়ায়
Nityananda
Nityananda
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
meanwhile, was wandering around Nadia district
meanwhile, was wandering around Nadia district
happily. He was wandering throughout Nadia
He was wandering throughout Nadia
in great ecstasy.
in great ecstasy.
Anande.
Paramanande.
প্রভুর প্রকাশ সব জানে নিত্যানন্দ জানিলেন হইয়াছেন প্রভু বিশ্ব অঙ্গ
Nityananda Prabhu
Nityananda Prabhu
knows knows the Lord's manifestations.
knows the Lord's manifestations.
And he knew that the Lord was displaying his universal form.
And he knew that Lord is displaying his universal form.
So people with a mundane vision
So people with the mundane vision
were unable to see the Lord
were unable to see the Lord
in his transcendental form.
in his transcendental form.
So they would see themselves as a doer.
So they would see themselves as the doer,
Thus, they could not see the absolute truth.
and thus they could not see the absolute truth.
They could not see the source of all incarnations,
They could not see the source of all incarnations,
who has manifested in this world as Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
who has manifested in this world as Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
And they accepted the Lord as being simply a part of the Absolute.
And they considered Lord as simply a part of the absolute truth.
Although the materialist conditioned souls were unable to realize
So, although the material conditioned souls were unable to realize
the completeness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
the completeness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
Sri Nityananda Prabhu understood Lord Chaitanya
Sri Nityananda Prabhu understood Lord Chaitanya
as the most complete personality.
as the most complete personality.
Although the narrow-minded, materially conditioned souls
Although the narrow minded, materially conditioned souls
think the Supreme Lord is a product of material nature,
that the Supreme Lord is the product of the material nature.
all this material world is actually a part of the Lord.
All this material world is actually a part of the Lord.
This is understood in the philosophy Visishta Advaita.
This is understood in the philosophy Visishta Advaita.
Since this was realized by Lord Nityananda,
Since,
totally in the service mood.
since this was realized by Lord Nityananda, who was totally in the service mood.
Srimad Bhagavatam explains that the creation, maintenance, and destruction
Srimad Bhagavatam explains that the creation, maintenance, and destruction
of this material world
of this material world
is simply a secondary part of the Lord.
is simply a secondary part of the Lord.
It's a manifestation of a secondary characteristic of the Lord.
It is the manifestation of the secondary characteristic of the Lord.
The Lord is so great,
So the Lord is so great,
ordinary people are not able to understand His greatness.
ordinary people are not able to understand His greatness.
Lord Nityananda Prabhu could understand it,
Lord Nityanand Prabhu could understand it,
and some of the surrendered devotees were totally absorbed in devotional ecstasy.
and some devotees who were totally absorbed in devotional service
Could realize part of it.
could realize part of it.
নিত্যানন্দের বিষ্ণু গৃহ দ্বারে গর্জন ও প্রভুর দ্বার উদ্ঘাটন। সত্তরে আইলা যথা আছেন ঠাকুর, বিষ্ণু গৃহ দ্বারে গিয়া গর্জন প্রচুর।
Lord Nityananda quickly came to where the King of Sivas Thakur's house.
Lord Nityananda quickly came to the house of Srivas Thakur,
Where the Lord was situated.
where the Lord was situated,
He roared loudly
and he roared loudly
outside the Vishnu Mandir temple door.
outside the Vishnu Mandir temple door.
নিত্যানন্দ আগমন জানি বিশ্বম্ভর, দ্বার ঘুচাইয়া প্রভু আইলা সত্তর।
Lord Vishwambar,
Lord Vishwambar,
realizing that Lord Nityananda had arrived,
realizing that Lord Nityananda had arrived,
he opened the door
he opened the door
quickly and came out. Came there.
He opened the door quickly and came there.
বিশ্বরূপ দর্শনে নিত্যানন্দের দণ্ডবৎ পতন। অনন্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ড রূপ নিত্যানন্দ দেখি, দণ্ডবৎ হইয়া পড়িলা বুঝি আখি।
Seeing the large form of unlimited millions of universes,
Seeing the Lord's form of unlimited million of universes,
Lord Nityananda, he offered his prostrate obeisances.
Lord Nityananda, he offered his prostrate obeisances.
He closed his eyes,
He closed his eyes
fell to the ground.
and fell to the ground.
প্রভু বলে ওঠো নিত্যানন্দ মোর প্রাণ, তুমি সে জানো মোর সকল আখ্যান।
The Lord said,
The Lord said,
Rise, Nityananda,
Rise, Nityananda,
you are my life and soul.
you are my life and soul.
You know everything about me.
You know everything about me.
যে তোমারে প্রীতি করে মুই সত্য তার, তোমা বই প্রিয়তম নাহি কো আমার।
Who loves you,
Who loves you,
I truly belong to him.
I truly belong to him.
There's no one more dear to me than you.
There's no one dear to me than you.
তুমি আর অদ্বৈত যে করে ভেদ বুদ্ধি, ভালো মতে না জানে সে অবতার শুদ্ধি।
You and Advaita, anyone who sees or distinguishes between you and Advaita,
Anyone who distinguishes between you and Advaita
does not properly know
do not properly know
about the truth of the incarnation.
about the truth of the incarnation.
So the Lord, He is known as Ananta Rupam.
The Lord is known as Anantarupam.
He has unlimited forms.
He has unlimited forms.
So both Lord Nityananda and Advaita Prabhu
So both Lord Nityananda and Advaita Prabhu
are Vishnu Tattvas.
are Vishnu Tattvas.
Therefore, their body and their self are not different.
Therefore, their body and the self are non-different.
So they don't know that their oneness. They can't really understand the Lord's incarnation.
So those who don't know the oneness, they cannot really understand the incarnation.
The Lord Nityananda Prabhu is the first direct expansion of the Supreme Lord.
Lord Nityanand Prabhu is the first direct expansion of the Supreme Lord.
Sri Advaita Prabhu is Vishnu,
And Sri Advaita Prabhu is Vishnu
and the form of the Karna Dakshai or Mahavishnu.
in the form of Karanodakshai Mahavishnu.
So Lord Chaitanya is the
So Lord Chaitanya is the
Swayambhuva original form.
Swayamrupa Vishnu form,
Original form.
original form.
He is Krishna.
He is Krishna.
So Lord Nityananda is the first expansion.
So Lord Nityananda is the first expansion.
And there are many expansions
And there are many expansions
after that.
after that.
And then comes the Mahavishnu or Karna Dakshai Vishnu.
And then comes the Mahavishnu or Karanodakshai Vishnu,
Who in Chaitanya Lila came as Advaita Gosai.
who in Chaitanya Leela came as Advaita Gosai,
And who in he's the one who manifests all the unlimited millions of universes.
and he is the one who manifests the unlimited universes.
In each universe, there's a form of Garbhodakshai Vishnu.
And in each universe there is a form of Garbhodakshai Vishnu,
He gives birth to Lord Brahma.
and he gives birth to Lord Brahma.
Then there's a form of Kshirodakshai Vishnu,
Then there is a form of Kshirodakshai Vishnu,
who expands into the heart of every living entity.
who expands in the heart of every living entity.
He's known as the Paramatma,
He is known as the Paramatma,
or the Krishna known as the Holy Ghost.
or in Christianity, he is known as the Holy Ghost.
In English, you say super soul.
In English, you say super soul.
He accompanies the living entity birth after birth.
He accompanies the living entities birth after birth.
অদ্বৈত নিত্যানন্দের নৃত্য নিত্যানন্দ অদ্বৈতে দেখিয়া বিশ্বম্ভর আনন্দে নাচয়ে বিষ্ণু গৃহের ভিতর
Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu
Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu
saw the form of Vishwambar.
saw the form of Vishwambar.
In great ecstasy, they danced
In great ecstasy, they danced
in the Vishnu temple.
in the Vishnu temple room.
হুঙ্কার গর্জন করে শ্রী শচীনন্দনা দেখো দেখো করি প্রভু ডাকে ঘন ঘন
the son of Sachi,
the son of Sachi,
Sri Sachinandan,
Sri Sachinandan,
loudly roared
and
repeatedly said,
look
here, look here, look.
look here, look here, look, look.
দুই প্রভুর মহাপ্রভু স্তুতি, প্রভু প্রভু বলি স্তুতি করে দুইজন, বিশ্বরূপ দেখিয়া আনন্দময় মন।
Prabhu, Prabhu,
Prabhu, Prabhu,
said the two Advaita and Nityananda Prabhu.
said the two Advaita and Nityananda Prabhu.
They offered prayers to the Lord.
And they offered prayers to the Lord.
Seeing that their minds were filled with transcendental bliss
Their minds were filled with transcendental bliss
and ecstasy,
and ecstasy,
seeing the Lord's universal form.
seeing the Lord's universal form.
So, Lord Nityananda is a manifestation of Sri Chaitanya.
So, Lord Nityananda is a manifestation of Sri Chaitanya.
But his role is he is a servant of Lord Chaitanya.
But his role is that he is the servant of Lord Chaitanya.
So the author, the Vrindavan Thakur, is praying,
So, the author Vrindavan Das Thakur explains
Nityananda Sarup is my Lord,
that Nityananda Swarup is my Lord,
and Gaur Sundar is the Lord of my Lord.
and Gaur Sundar is the Lord of my Lord.
So he considered Lord Nityananda as his spiritual master,
So he considered Lord Nityananda as his spiritual master,
and he had faith in his heart that by the mercy of his Guru,
he had firm faith in his heart that by the mercy of his Guru,
he would get the mercy of the Lord.
he would get the mercy of the Lord.
So he also had faith that sometime he would be recognized as the servant of the servant of the servant.
So he had faith that sometime he would be recognized as the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant
by Mahaprabhu.
by Mahaprabhu.
মহাপ্রভুর এতাদৃশী লীলা সাধারণের দর্শনে অসামর্থ্য, এই সব কৌতুক হয় শ্রীবাস মন্দিরে, তথাপি দেখিতে শক্তি অন্য নাই ধরে।
Pastimes
These confidential pastimes
happened in Srivas Thakur's temple,
happened in Srivas Thakur's temple,
but yet no one else had the potency, power to see these transcendental pastimes.
but no one had the power or the potency to see these transcendental pastimes.
So we'll stop here,
So we'll stop here
continue after this tomorrow.
and we'll continue after this tomorrow.
Any questions?
Any questions? No question.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Question. So we understood that there is expansion of Advaitacharya further into Garbhodara Sai Vishnu and Kshirodhara Sai Vishnu. So we see that always Lord is accompanied by his associates. So when Lord is in our heart, is he associated with, is he comes with the association and also Dham? I want to know how Lord is Paramatma in the heart.
See, Vishnu and Kshirodakshai Vishnu,
See, Vishnu and Kshirodakshai Vishnu,
and he has his own planet,
he has his own planet,
and there he has many associates,
and there he has many associates,
Lakshmis, etc.
Lakshmis, etc.
But his expansion is in the heart of every living entity.
But as an expansion, he is in the heart of every living entity.
And he's simultaneously in the heart and in this planet.
And simultaneously, he is in the heart and in his planet.
Doesn't say that the associates with him in the heart,
Doesn't say that the associates are with him in the heart,
but simultaneously his transcendental abode has many associates.
but simultaneously in his transcendental abode, he has many associates.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the class. You mentioned that the considering himself themselves himself a doer, an ordinary being could not understand God, could not see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as God. Could you please give some explanation on that? How is that I consider myself a doer, and that stops me from seeing God?
So in the Bhagavad Gita, there's a verse that
So in Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse
everything is done by the material nature,
that everything is done by the material nature,
but the living entity thinks that he is the doer.
but the living entity thinks that he is the doer.
Kartaham iti manyate.
Karta ham iti manyate.
So, if we see that we simply desire and the Lord, He provides us,
So if we see that we only desire and the Lord provides us,
that He is the door, the material energies are the door,
that material energies are the doer.
we are simply desiring.
We are simply desiring.
And so He remembers what we desired,
So He remembers what we desired,
and He provides us the opportunities.
and He provides us the opportunities.
So if someone thinks they're the doer,
So if someone thinks that he is the doer,
then he can't really understand the Supreme Lord,
then he cannot really understand the Supreme Lord,
who's actually doing everything for us.
who is actually doing everything for us.
Mid-February,
Mid-February, Guru Maharaj is going to Mayapur.
because we want the Lord should also forgive us for offenses we made.
Because we
want the Lord to forgive us.
want the Lord to forgive us for the offenses we are doing.
So therefore we want to forgive others.
Therefore, we want to forgive others.
Do to others as you would have done to you.
Do to others as it would have done to you. Okay? More than 200 viewers.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.